this cool guy.
He never did get the recognition he should have. He was a really bad boy who sometimes got away with everything.
He was not afraid of any kind of failure.
And through it all, he created extraordinary art.
Well, I started the film, and I had to have a big purpose, you know. Some thing is that I made a documentary on a boxer, it was called Broken Noses. I made a film about a jazz musician, Chet Baker, Let's Get Lost. And I wanted to make a film on an actor. I kind of considered 3 different actors. Jimmy Stewart, I had met him with Elizabeth Taylor. She introduced me to him, and he seemed just like a lot of people I grew up with in the Midwest, and I liked that. Gregory Peck, I knew his daughter and really fond of her. And I've always thought he was such an amazing actor and kind of mysterious in a way. And then there was Bob Mitchum. And Bob Mitchum was my dad's favorite actor, and we spent a lot of time at the movies watching him. And we would hang out together after the movie, and that was really special because I didn't play sports a lot. My dad was a great athlete. So anyway, I think that it was, yeah, that was kind of a crazy decision, but one that I'm happy with, that I chose him. I wanted to know what it was like to be his friend. He didn't have a lot of male friends, and mostly women were like really, really close to him. And he really enjoyed the company of women, you know. He wasn't a guy who hung out with the boys and played pool and, you know, went drinking together.
Growing up, I had 2 boogeymen. One was Dracula, but there was the other boogeyman, the flesh and bone one. The man was Mitchum.
I kind of got started with Bob, and then I needed some time to get over my crush on him and look at him in a more realistic way. And once I did, I liked him even more. That's why it took so long.
Looking at over 130 films, hard it gets to separate him from the characters he played.
He was cool as they get.
Yeah, when I first started, I made my first documentary, Broken Noses. People say, you can't make a film. You're a photographer. And I said, no, of course I'm a photographer, but I'm trying to be a filmmaker too. But I want to learn something about photography from being a filmmaker, and I want to make a film like a photographer. I don't want to shy away from it.
You know, when people say, oh, it's nice meeting you, you always say to them,
I bet you say that to all the girls.
So it's a little bit like, you know, working for a designer. I worked for a lot of major designers, you know, in my life. And a lot of the time they go, oh, I don't like these pictures, I don't understand them, what were you thinking of, you're crazy. And then if you stuck up for your photos, they somehow made a turnaround. And they said, well, if this person has the guts to stand up to me and be truthful and honest, then maybe I better relook at things. And I always try to use that as a guide.